So we are starting with the Church of St. Augustine and St. Helena, which is really a beautiful, beautiful church. It was part of the project Skopje 2014 when this whole central area around Macedonia Square was renovated and these beautiful buildings were built. So this is a new church. Stunning, as you can see, inside and out. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in here. There's just so much to see. It can feel a little bit overwhelming. It's a really beautiful church. So, as I said, it's actually right beside the Mother Teresa Memorial. And under the Mother Teresa Memorial is actually supposedly the church where she was baptized. That's where it used to stand. I don't think you can access a downstairs area. I have been inside this church, or this museum, sorry. There's a chapel, as you can see upstairs. That's a glass chapel, which is beautiful. But I don't believe there's access downstairs, not that I saw. So I'm not going to go into this museum right now, but it's certainly a must visit. And I love the doves that are on the outside of this building. It's such a quirky design. I was quite surprised at the quirkiness of the design. And this is the Mother Teresa statue, one of them. Very whimsical. So if you walk around to the back of it, you actually get a better view of the chapel. And they do have services. They have Mass in this chapel, I believe, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And everybody is welcome. This area is a pedestrian-only area. And there are actually many interesting buildings to see. Architecturally interesting. And of course, lots of places to eat. And cafes and shops. This is obviously a little bookstore. I guess used books, I think. Got a double-decker bus. And then a regular decker bus. And there is the warrior on a horse statue. Of course, things are decorated for the holidays. That little cafe is always busy. So we are actually coming up to Macedonia Square. Some more popular cafes. I'm showing you this because this is a little snippet of the stone bridge, which is the symbol of Skopje. And they've got it on the back of the pedestal of that statue. So here we are at Macedonia Square. There's the Marriott, that big white curved building is the Marriott Hotel. There's also a casino there. And then this is the warrior on a horse statue with lions encircling it. And some soldiers. And they're just putting up the holiday decorations. So you got the tree, they're putting up the tree, setting up the little wooden booths. Another beautiful, beautiful building. And again, this was really part of the renovation. These buildings were built in 2014 renovation. You can hear the drumming. There are kids that sit on the stone bridge and they're just beating on a drum for donations. It's kind of part of the vibe of this area of Macedonia, of Skopje. They're the little wooden kiosks that are going up for Christmas and New Year's. Those trees with the white flocking and the bulbs are not usually there. They've been put up just for the holiday. I'll have to add the name of that statue because I don't recall it. And I don't know what this kind of globe thing is that they've put up here. I'm not sure if we're going to be allowed to go inside of that for photo ops. Here we go, the stone bridge, the boatman statue. A lot of statues in Skopje. Archaeological museum. Let sleeping dogs lie. We are heading to this beautiful ship that is a restaurant slash hotel, which is named after a seaside coastal town in Italy. And I'm going to enjoy a lovely lunch there. And I'm taking you with me. There are 3 boats on this River Vardar that are here near the center of town. And this is the only one that has anything going on. One of them is completely burned out and falling apart, which I crawled onto that one a couple weeks ago and took some pictures. The third one looks intact. I've never been on it. And then there's this beautiful Senigallia that we are about to embark. I think that's the correct term. Do you see the fishermen? Look at that. I wonder what kind of fish they're getting here. All right, let's go check this place out. And if we're really lucky, I think, aside from enjoying a fantastic meal, maybe I can get them to let me take a peek in one of the rooms. It is a chilly day, but warmer than yesterday, and the sun is shining, so that makes me happy. Here we go. Everything is decorated for Christmas. It's spectacular in here. I came in once, I didn't eat, I just came to check it out. You're gonna see what I mean. Everything is beautiful, this gorgeous wood. This is a dining room in there. A little sitting area. Gorgeous, gorgeous, stunning. Look at that. Hello. I would like to... Wow. I would just want to eat lunch. Do I go upstairs? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All hands on deck for this gorgeous, gorgeous space. Look at this. I mean, it's everything, right? It's like romantic. It's, I don't know. Maybe I'll just stop with romantic. Look at the view from one side. We will go sit on the other. Hi. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go sit on this side over here because it looks like it's covered. Doesn't look like it would be cold. Okay, well, I decided to sit here, I think. Actually, I'm deciding which side. Maybe here I'll actually be able to see. This is a smoking section, which I'm not a smoker, but I actually kind of like the view from here better. So let's sit down here. Smoke's not so bad. Okay, so I already browsed this menu to kind of figure out what it is I wanted to get, but let's take a look here. I think I narrowed it down. Let's see if I can find what I saw online. The prices are very reasonable. Oh, yes. You see these stuffed peppers with sour cream? I want to get that for an appetizer. And I just want a regular, like pomodoro pasta. Let's see. Oh, this is eggplant, dried tomatoes, garlic, pomodoro misti. That looks good, actually. Yeah, I'm already going to have cheese in the appetizer. Yeah, let's do that one. Pomodoro misti and those beautiful stuffed peppers. Here's a little bit of the menu if you want to take a look. Probably not that important, though. What is this one? Yeah, and this one. And I am looking out. Window's a bit dirty here. The walkway there. You can see the bridges from here. Archaeological museum, those pillars. Right, my meal has just arrived. Beautiful. And look at this amazing pasta dish. How cool is that? And she's bringing some Parmesan. That looks delicious. Oh, I have completed my meal. It's quite filling. There was a lot of pasta, actually, surprisingly. And the red peppers, I took a few home with me for my trip tomorrow. So I will get the bill and pay it and see if maybe we can't take a peek at a room. We'll give it a try. If you want to see, this is the Bridge of Civilizations. There are a lot of bridges going across this Vardar River. So you can see the stone bridge. The stone bridge is behind. Hold on. See the stone bridge? That one is from the Ottoman era. It was built in the mid-1400s, although it has been, it's had some destruction, especially in the earthquake, but other episodes as well. And then the one with the statues, this is, I believe, the Bridge of Civilizations that leads to the Archaeological Museum. And then there's another beautiful bridge, the Art Bridge, which I will take you to. It's on the other side of this ship. So you'll see that shortly. There's the Macedonian flag, which I think is so much fun. Just looks happy, doesn't it? With the sunshine. Very happy. And there's a walkway, a pathway here where people jog and cycle, skate, some graffiti there. And then over there is part of the City Trade Center, which is a very interesting shaped building. You can't actually see it. The entrance is right there, but you're seeing the facade of some other buildings here. You can't actually see the very oddly shaped City Trade Center, which is like a kind of an indoor/outdoor shopping center with a whole lot of stores and grocery stores. Anyway, that was quite a lovely meal. Right, so now we are heading back out. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Thank you. You too. Beautiful. Let me show you out this window so you can see the art bridge. So this is the art bridge.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you. And you see that ship over there? That is the abandoned one. But this is the art bridge. Going over to this rotunda building, which I do not recall what is there. I think it's a governmental building. See? And the River Vardar is here on this side. I mean, really, just stunning, isn't it? Little touches. Lovely, lovely place. Okay, so now let's see if there's any chance of seeing a room. Oh, just love the festive vibe. You know, wood is so awesome for festiveness, Christmas. It just looks like classic Victorian Christmas, honestly. All right, let's see. This is a nice benefit to guests, is that they enjoy 10% off of the menu at the restaurant. So if you stay here, you can actually eat at a discount. Oh, and we are going to have a look at one of the rooms, which is really going to be a treat. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm sure you hear this from everyone, so it's nothing new.
Mostly, yes.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, we have rooms, river view and city view. Then we have double rooms. All these rooms are double rooms.
Okay.
But beds can be split in between rooms
Okay.
on request.
Are all the rooms the same size?
Double, yes.
And then you also just have single rooms, I
Yes,
guess.
we have single
Okay.
rooms at the beginning. It's
So this is a double, right?
yes.
And this is the city view.
No, this is the river.
Sorry, the river view, right? Oh my
You
goodness.
open the window, you will see the river.
I love the... Yeah, you sure do see the river.
And we have one floor down, -2, which is even closer to the river.
My goodness. So they could just open the window and hear that beautiful sound all night long. It would be lovely. What a beautiful space. Wow. How long has this?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
And before it was a hotel and a restaurant?
And no, it's part of the project.
The boat was built specifically to be a hotel and a restaurant, right? Okay.
In 2014. It's part
Part of the
government
project. All three of the boats were built at this time?
Yes.
And this is the only one that is still...
Open.
Right.
Because
Was there a fire at the one over here? Because it...
yes, but it was closed when there was a fire.
Okay.
Yes. This one is a single room.
This is the single. Oh, very nice though. Also, it has a lot of room for a single room. Like, that's nice. This walkway, little desk. Oh my goodness. I wish I had known about this this hotel before I came, you know, because then I already made my reservation somewhere, and it's so nice.
Thank you, ma'am. If there will be
Wow.
second time,
Yes, no, a second time for sure. Second time indeed.
it will be our pleasure to see you as a guest.
Thank you, and
This is
thank
our
you
business
so
card.
much. Thank you very much. What is your name?
My name is Alexander.
Alexander. I'm Gabriella.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And thank you for the tour. That was fantastic. Am I going the right way? It's kind of like a maze, yes.
You can go use the stairs, or we can go with the elevator if you want.
Ah, stairs are good.
Okay.
And I will stop off at the ladies' room. Alexander, thank you so much. That was just beautiful. Right, one last look. The beautiful tree. And out we go. Senigallia. Hotel, bar, restaurant. What a lovely staff. And what a nice experience. You do kind of feel a little bit like you're in another world, I have to say. Sitting there, enjoying that relaxing meal, and then going into the rooms. Just, I guess that's maybe the way it feels when you're on a boat in general. That you're just kind of in another world, and then you come back onto the land and you can feel the difference, because I do kind of feel that way, like that was just another world. Fishermen again. Got the lovely view. So now we're going to walk over to the art bridge, and then you're going to see this burned out boat. So as he was saying, so they built 3 of these boats in 2014 when they completely redesigned this whole center section. Like all these buildings in this classical style, they're relatively new. I mean, from 2014, that is new. It's not like they've been here for generations. The stone bridge, yes. I don't even think these other bridges don't look to me like they're very old. But we're coming on to the art bridge. We're going to cross here and go into the Bazaar area. So yeah, he said there were 3 of these ships that were built, and I think that's the only one I know that's the only one that's in operation right now. There's one here that seems to have caught on fire at some point, and then the third one seems intact, but nothing is happening there, so I guess it's not being used as any sort of venue. Now the art bridge, if I am not mistaken, contains statues of famous Macedonian artists. And it's quite a photogenic spot because the lamps line up and everybody seems to like to get a photograph. Let me see if I can do it here. Likes to get a photograph where everything is aligned. Like that. There. That's better. Cool shot, huh? And so there's the burned out boat. So I did climb onto that boat and took some photos on there. Did not do a video. And here we go, crossing over, and we will soon be in the old bazaar, which is old. And has a lot of little shops and cafes and restaurants. Ooh, it's getting so chilly. I tell you, the minute the sun goes down here, it's cold, and the sun goes down pretty early because of the mountains. It just goes back behind the mountains, and then you really feel the cold. So I don't know how long my video tour is going to continue. This is my hands. I'm already feeling the chill, especially after coming off that nice warm boat. Oh my gosh, look at the sunshine, huh? Look at this beautiful view with the sun hitting. I mean, everything looks gorgeous, but it's not old. But it's quite grand. And this is Public Prosecutor's Office of the Republic of North Macedonia. That beautiful rotunda. And we've also got the Opera House over here, which is a modernist architectural style building. The National Opera and Ballet. And I'm not sure what this domed building is. And although I could take you this back way, I'm not going to, because I want to take you by the stone bridge to enter the bazaar from that orientation. Got some more statues here. A lot of statues, again, all built in the 2014, all part of the reconstruction. Everything that is not given is lost. Quote from Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was born here in Skopje. Her family is part Albanian, part Macedonian. Now we're coming to the Bridge of Civilizations. Can't tell you anything about this bridge. I don't really know the story about it, but it sounds as though they must have statues representing the different eras of civilization. And this guy with the club seems to confirm, what's he got, a mace? I think so. There's the stone bridge again. Which, by the way, this stone bridge is the symbol of Skopje. A section of it is on the crest, the coat of arms of Skopje. If you remember, we actually came from the other side of the river, on the other side of this statue right there, which I believe is called Warrior on a Horse. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I tell you, this hazy weather makes everything look just so beautifully romantic. Including the graffiti. So now we are coming into the entrance to the bazaar, which usually I'm on the stone bridge. Actually, I won't say usually. There's no usually. Sometimes I come from a different direction. But I guess the majority of the people cross over to this bazaar on the stone bridge. It's another building I like a lot right there. And we are coming up. You know, all of these are fountains, and none of them are in operation now because it's wintertime. Must be quite a sight when they are. But they're quite beautiful, even without the water. So you got the cafes. This is a statue, the Mother's, I think it's called the Mother's statue or the Mother's Memorial. It's got women in different stages of motherhood. On the other side is a pregnant woman, and you've got a breastfeeding child. And this has got horses. This one kind of freaks me out a little. Like horses kind of coming up out of the ground. That is the Holocaust Memorial Museum. Quite big. And then you've got, I think these are municipal buildings. You've got a theater over there. This is a church that's been around, a church and clock tower that's been, it's one of the older structures here. There's the pregnant woman statue right there. Oh no, you're kidding me. Oh my God, this is hysterical. I was going to buy a patch from this souvenir shop. I have been walking by this souvenir shop every day, and I was going to buy a patch today. This is Philip II, King Philip II of Macedon, the father of Alexander the Great, who was Macedonian. So this is quite an impressive piece of work. Okay, that really, really cracks me up because I have been like deciding whether or not I want to get a patch because I don't buy souvenirs. And I thought, you know what? It'd be kind of cool if I just got a patch from everywhere I go and put it on a pair of blue jeans. And, you know, it wouldn't be something I have to carry around. It's going to be functional on a piece of clothing that I would already be taking with me. And it's the only place that actually has any nice patches. And every day it's looked normal. No, but they haven't been building or remodeling or doing anything like that. It's been completely normal. And I thought today, being my last day, I'm going to stop in there and I'm going to get myself a patch. And you can imagine now my shock, really. Talk about irony that here it is, my last day. I'm going to go in and get a patch, and they're not selling them. So, yeah, they have a lot of other souvenirs and stuff here, but I have not. I think there was one other place that had patches, and they just had two, and they were not particularly high quality. They have a lot of other stuff, magnets and things like that, but no patches. That's just too funny. Really. You don't even know how many days I've walked, how many times I've walked by and I'm like, should I get the patch now? No, I'll get it tomorrow. Should I get the patch now? No, I'll get it tomorrow. And then I'm like, okay, the last day, I'm going to go get a patch. And no patch. Well, you know what? I guess that means that this is not something that I'm going to want to have kept up, getting patches from everywhere. I don't think patches are actually all that easy to find anymore. When you visit places, I don't see a lot of patches. I feel like they are just gone the way of the dinosaur. Okay, so we are in the bazaar. And there are quite a lot of little twists and turns to this bazaar. Can't imagine I'm going to video all of them, but shirts are nice. But I am just really not a t-shirt wearer. I don't know, I have a couple, but I guess I'm not a baggy t-shirt wearer. That's what I really should say. And usually t-shirts don't come in a small enough size that's comfortable for me. This is a great bakery. This one has the wonderful, wonderful walnut meringue cookies, as well as many, many other things. Suli Han, also known as rice pudding. The three leches cake right there, made with 3 kinds of milk. So there are a lot of ways I could go here. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to walk you. Let's go. You know what? I wouldn't mind going to the Boza woman and getting... Okay, well, first of all, let's talk about the jewelry, okay? So there's a lot of silver filigree here. In some beautiful designs. And so a lot of the, actually a lot of the shops in this bazaar are jewelry shops. And this is, I think, from way, way back. There's one whole street that is gold, just gold shops, one after another. Apparently this is a popular wedding gift or wedding tradition. And so there are a lot of them, which to me isn't that much. It's not so touristy as I actually think it's something that the community purchases on a regular basis. And so the shops are still here. Some woolen slippers. Oh my God, I love that one with the, look at him with the owl face. Oh my God, that is so cute. Yeah, there is. I will take you to the Angela Merkel bakery. I'm going to get one of her little sugary treats after that meal on the boat. I mean, I would love to sit for a cup of coffee, but I won't be able to sleep. Actually, it's not really comfortable at this moment to sit with a cup of coffee, not outside. It is very cold. I will check the temperature and pop it in here for you, so you'll know I'm not making things up. So yeah, you know, it's typical bazaar stuff, I would say. Some tourist stuff. Okay, that is a really popular little spot for the tres leche cake. So the woman, however, I've got to find her. Oh, maybe she's just right up here. So she's got a little shop called, I don't know if it actually has a name. They call it Angela Merkel, because she's got a picture of Angela Merkel there. And I think she also, she's got also a picture, I think it's Erdogan? I think. I'm not really sure. Anyway, here she is. She has some great boza. She also has the parobranik. And I'm going to get one of these yummy yummies right here. They're so good. Hi. Oh, can I get one of those? Mm-hmm. Just one. Hold on just a moment. Alka. Ah. Alka. Faleminderit. Doesn't that look good? Let's taste it. Mm-hmm. So you can see what it looks like. It's basically kind of like a donut that's soaked in like a sugar water. It absorbs the sugar water. It's good. It's nice and crunchy. So, I don't know if you noticed her place. Hold on. So, she got Angela Merkel, and yeah, let's see if you can see. Let's get closer. There. I think that's Erdogan there. Really nice place. Nice woman, and she makes great boza, which is a fermented drink, not alcoholic. And this one, I believe, is made from corn. Oops, what's happening? My hand is in the way. Okay, that's not going to work. Sorry about that. I honestly don't know where the freaking camera is sometimes. I feel like my fingers get in the frame, and I don't understand why, because I feel like they're not in front of the camera. Obviously they are. So here we're coming up to the mosque. Pardon me, I feel like I have to eat this dessert now while I'm walking because I need my hands. And it's too sticky. Oh my God, I haven't seen that before. Bling bling. Oh my God, how cool is that? Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. So this is another popular dessert spot with the same, it's basically tres leche, the 3 milk cake, the rice pudding, these types of things, the donuts soaked in sugar. So this is the Pasha Mosque. Oops, sorry about that. Hello. I have to apologize for holding the way I'm holding the camera. I'm really holding it with one hand now. This is a beautiful mosque with, this is natural spring water that you can fill up your water bottle, drink from, wash from. Just remember, I'm just kind of learning this whole video thing as I'm going, so sometimes I zoom in when I mean to zoom out and zoom out when I mean to zoom in. I'm sure you've noticed. And if I'm in any way distracted, like I am right now with this suite, then it's even more challenging to get it right. Okay. I think we're gonna walk. I want you to see the gate that's at the end of the street, which is, I believe, an original entryway to this bazaar. So you can exit the bazaar from all sorts of little corners. There's another old hammam, I believe is some sort of art gallery now. But it used to be a hammam. So we will walk out to the gate, and then I think I'm going to take you up to the fort to catch the sunset, because that's pretty much the place to see it from town, unless you want to climb up to Vodno Mountain, which I already did, and certainly don't have time to do now. I'm going to go back and give him a little money. This is a kebab place, very much like they have in Sarajevo. You see they're grilling out the meat kebab. I think it's pronounced chabab, actually. Chabab. It's the way they pronounce the C. There's some roasted, oh, you know what? This place is really cool. There's some roasted chestnuts. This is the Suli Han, which was an old Khan. Also houses some art. I think there's some portion of it you can pay an admission fee or something to visit the art gallery. But this is a beautiful space. An old Khan. Isn't that lovely? And they do have some pieces of art just scattered around here in the courtyard. Actually, there was one I saw. Yeah, this one that caught my eye when I was here last time. I mean, a couple of them did. This one caught my eye, and I didn't take a picture of it. Just because he's like standing over here all by himself and dejected, and his hand is hanging off. You see that? It's like he's been relegated to the corner. Go stand in the corner. So yeah, there are some like little studios, artist studios there. This one is another one I really liked. Really like. So, cool space. And this is an old Khan. There are two of them here in the Bazaar area. This one and another one that's near the Republic of Macedonia Museum. Digital photo coco. Some Thai food. Not brave enough to try it. That's the peanut guy. He has some good roasted peanuts. But I'm going to resist. Do you imagine using a screwdriver and a wrench on your mobile phone? Look at that. little shakiness here on these cobblestones. I love those coffee machines. They really have good coffee. That's Lavazza. It's really Lavazza. You can get some good coffee from those machines. All right, so we're coming up to this gate. This actually, past this gate, takes you into what is called the Bit Pazar. And yes, I do mean to say Bit Pazar. It's like you have to say it in my head before I say it out loud. That's the delicious traditional Balkan salad. And here we go, this bean dish. This is also like a baked white beans, actually. Very popular here. And then look at all that meat and grilled bread. So yes, again, I have to say it in my head first. The Bit Pazar, not the Pit Bazaar. Look, Albania. Is a big fruit and vegetable market here. Also discount Chinese stuff. And it's huge. Actually, this bazaar is the second largest bazaar in the Balkans after the bazaar in Istanbul, the Grand Bazaar, historically. Can't tell you now about it. Here is the gate, one of the original gates. And you've got a drinking fountain here, a few fountains. It's really nice to just be able to walk around with your water bottle and fill it up with fresh spring water, because that's what this is. Yeah, so I'm going to take you a little bit in the Bit Pazar. So this is the outside part that's got a bunch of Chinese junk. But I'm going to take you briefly through the Bit Pazar before we head up to the fort. I think we may have missed the sunset because it really sets early. Let's walk through here so you can just get an idea. So this is, I'm walking quickly to get to the actual produce section. But you can see all the stuff they got here. Like anything you want, right? Then you get to beautiful produce. Huge space. I mean huge. It's like produce warehouse. As you can see, huge, goes on forever. Hey. I don't need anything because I'm leaving tomorrow. What this bazaar doesn't have is chochela, my beautiful walnut dip treat from Georgia. I have to say I am looking forward to enjoying that again. All right, let us make our way to the fort. All right, I am now walking you basically the back way through the bazaar. The part that tourists don't really visit and just the locals are buying stuff back here. In an effort to get us to the fort a little faster. Maybe you'll get to see a little bit of the pretty sky. Okay, now we are on the other side of the wall from, this is the other Khan that I mentioned to you, that is on the grounds of the Republic of Macedonia museum. This is the back wall. And that museum is a beautiful piece of architecture. Not sure we'll be able to get to it from here because of the construction. Let's see. Yeah, I can. You will just cut through here and see if you can get a glimpse of that amazing space. We're all traipsing through the mud here. But I'm not the only one. Okay, so the museum is right up here. Oh, the sun is really going down. All right, so this is one of the back sections of this museum. So we are almost in the middle of it. So here is part of the Khan. This looks to me like, I don't remember what the name of that space is in a mosque, you know, that shows the direction of Mecca. This is what I think this is. I think that's what was there in the original Khan. Look at this building. I love this building. This is one of my favorite places in Skopje, actually. I just think this is wonderful, this architecture. I also like this, I'm calling it a pineapple statue in the middle. Could be a pine cone, but I feel like it's a symbol of good luck. Pineapple, pine cone, whatever. I like it. It's a nice wide open space. The bazaar is basically right there in front of us. And this headless lady. And the Khan. This is the other Khan. I don't recall the name of it now. It starts with a K or a H sound. You cannot enter it. Yeah, so this is lovely space. Okay. We're not very far from the fort, but you can see the sun is going down. We are heading out a different exit. There's a little gift shop right there. That says, obviously, Museum of Macedonia. Here we go. There is another mosque. I don't recall the name of that mosque. Truth is, after a while, you see so many mosques, so many churches, you just don't even try to recall the names. Hotel Bushi. Huh. Nice entrance, huh? To Hotel Bushi. This is another building I like. You can see this beautiful golden color. Okay. Oh, see the little corner of the fort? We are making our way towards it. See that? That is a lookout at the fort. Hello, kitty kitty. Right, here we go into the beautiful area of the fort. It's going to close at 4:30, so we don't have a lot of time. This is the area of the fort. Nothing is happening in that building. Maybe in the summer, don't know. There is Mount Vodno. There is the cross, the Millennium Cross and the antenna that I hiked up to. And the elevation of that cross is about 1,034 meters. So it was a nice little climb. I'm going to take us down to this beautiful statue that survived the earthquake, while that turret around the statue was destroyed. And this statue has a name like Unity, Truth, something else. Oop, I'm on low power mode. Yeah. That's gorgeous. The remnants of the sunset. And I'll take you where you can see where we came from originally, before my battery zonks completely out and the sun is completely gone. So there she is. You see her? I'll put the name on the screen of what this statue is called. She survived the earthquake. Everything crumbled around her. But this statue survived. All right, I need to get up here, show you the view. First, I'm going to zoom in on another one of my favorite architectural wonders, and that is the post office. Love that building as well. And look at that cool big block over there. Look at all these brutalist modernist pieces of art. Beautiful. I am trucking my way up the wall of this fort to get you to the lookout. That is a lookout that I pointed out earlier and said there was no easy way to get to it. This is where you're going to have a wonderful view of everything we've basically been through. Almost from where we started. Remember that guy? Philip II of Macedonia? Right. Almost there. We are officially on the top of the world. At least on the top of Skopje's world. Let's see if you can remember all this. Okay, we started way over there. Actually, can't see where we started because we came in from a side street behind that warrior on a horse statue. Do you see that? And that's the stone bridge. Okay, that's the archaeological museum from the backside. There's the Philip of Macedonia. And the entrance basically to the Bazaar. There is a hammam, not the one that we saw. We saw the hammam that was more inside the Bazaar. That one's on the outskirts. There's that domed building, whose name I do not know. And there is the ballet and opera building from the backside. You cannot see the river. Well, you can see the river there, but you cannot see the boat that we were on because it's behind all those buildings. And you've got this top level here. We came through the Bazaar. All right, so we came actually past the hammam on a road you can't see. There you can see the road that we were on, where that green entryway is. So many roads, that's the bazaar, many roads jutting off in different directions there. Okay. This is a cool church. Actually, this church is built around this big wall because at some point in history, I think it was during the Ottoman era, you were not allowed to build a church that was higher than a mosque. They actually built the chapel of that church underground, and they built the wall around it. And it's still there. Okay. There's the big mosque we passed. Look, there's the Bushy Resort and Spa. The front of that yellow building. So we have actually trekked quite a way. And now we got this is beautiful lighting. All that is the bazaar. And can't really see there's the gate. Wow, let's see if I can see it here. Where is the gate? Yeah, there it is. Basically in the center of the screen. You see the gate? Through that we went to the Bit Bazaar. And then came through here. And crossed that road near the yellow building. And came up to the entrance of the fort. And you can walk all along the wall to get to this location. And there is the top of Mount Vodno. And it's just a great big sprawling view of Skopje. Great view. So this is it. This is the grand finale to my month-long visit in Skopje, North Macedonia. Always feel a bit melancholy when I leave a place because I really do get to know it. And every place I've been to, I just kind of fall in love with and get comfortable with. And they're just such wonderful history and nice people and great food. Okay. And my battery's about gone, so I think it's a good time to sign off from Skopje, North Macedonia. Look at this we'll leave you with the Athena Cafe, which is about the best spot for afternoon sun in Skopje. Got an espresso there, a little dessert, and you're pretty much in heaven. So thank you, Skopje, for a wonderful, wonderful adventure. Here's a little bonus for those who've stuck around to the end. This is my favorite watering hole. I mean, you gotta like it. It says America. This is where I like to come and fill up my water bottle with some fresh spring water. Tastes great.